It will be interesting to see if they can untangle the complicated web of lore that is the Deep Dark. That's right, guys. Today we're finally talking about the lore, the history of the Deep Dark. Where exactly is the Warden from? And what is this portal? Is it a portal? Well, we're going to be talking about all of these things in today's video. So I need you guys to share your theories down below. It's going to be a really fun and probably thought-provoking video. So I look forward to reading your theories and just what you guys think overall about the Deep Dark and the Warden. I'm sure there's a lot of theories out there, and maybe one of you guys is right on the spot. So as always, if you're new to the channel, please consider joining the Stealth Army. Click that subscribe button. I promise you, you won't regret it. We do fun videos like this all the time. With that said, you know the routine, you know the drill. Let's get straight into the video. Starting with this tweet by Brandon from almost a year ago, we've been working on the Deep Dark biome a lot lately. It's really coming together nicely. I feel like there will be a lot of lore discussions around it. It's not ready for testing yet, but when it is, we will be sure to let you know. And then he tweeted October 21st, lore theory time. Why do you think the sculk exists from what we've seen so far? So clearly, Brandon knows that the community is going to be speculating. We're going to be theorizing about the lore, about the history of the Deep Dark, the sculk, like how did the sculk come to be? Where's the Warden from? These are things he knew people would start talking about, start discussing. And overall, I have a feeling that he's probably planned a lot of mystery with the sole purpose of creating those type of conversations, which for me is really exciting because it's not every update where we get something that makes the community wonder and question and discuss lore. So in my opinion, this is the genius behind the Deep Dark, and the Warden is the mystery surrounding it. And here's another tweet, which is from January 22nd. In terms of character, the souls in the chest were incredibly important to its lore, and likewise with the color palette. It all comes together to tell a story that I think can be really more unsettling than any of these previous iterations, despite it being less gory. So he's discussing the overall design of the Warden and how the colors as well as the chest really symbolizes the history of the Warden. Maybe through centuries of pure darkness from isolation and just the mutations of the sculk, the Warden became a more darker and sinister type of creature, molding to its environment and quite literally feasting off of your soul, like consuming life, which is really dark if you think about it. So the Warden definitely has a very, very dark, tragic history, but maybe a long time ago, it wasn't that type of creature. Maybe it was something that resembled a villager or an ancient type of villager, which, speaking of ancient cities, I feel like gives a hint as to the history of the Warden simply because of the name ancient cities. It means that at one point in time, it was a civilization. Something used to live down there, probably the ancestors of villagers or some sort of other creature similar to piglins. Like, we don't entirely know what. All we know is that they were probably intelligent type of life form that lived down there. And maybe they also were the creators of the mine shafts. Maybe they built the mine shafts as well. Who knows exactly? I mean, this is all just a theory. It's all for fun, of course. But clearly there are ties and connections with ancient cities, with the Warden, as well as the sculk. And speaking of the sculk, I mean, there's so many theories surrounding the sculk as well. Maybe the sculk corrupted the Warden. Maybe the Warden was just a peaceful type of ancient villager until it stumbled upon a dark cave with the sculk there, and the sculk slowly mutated the Warden to be evil and dark and feed off of souls. Like, there's a lot of interesting stuff with the Warden and the sculk specifically, but I think at this point, as of right now, where we actually meet the Warden, the sculk family is an extension of the Warden. You can't have the Warden without the sculk. So maybe at this point where we have the Warden, like, the Warden needs the sculk in order to survive, in order to continue growing the Deep Dark or ancient cities. So, you know, there's a lot of cool things, a lot of fun theories out there in regards to the sculk. But I think one of the biggest hints that we got in terms of where the sculk is from, or possibly where the Warden's from originally, is this big old portal in the middle of the ancient city. Clearly, it's like a portal. It's meant to show like a ritual area, like even the candles scattered all over the ancient cities. That definitely gives off like ritual vibes. It gives off not only cult vibes, but like ritual energy, something trying to summon something here that is like dark and evil and very, very old. And considering the portal is the face of the Warden, it makes you wonder that maybe whoever decided to summon the Warden to the overworld or the caves actually believed that the Warden was some sort of god, or possibly a demon that was maybe banned at one point in time. Who knows exactly? You know, it's actually giving off Giratina vibes for those of you who play Pokemon or used to play Pokemon. Like, it gives off Giratina vibes, and here's the description. It was banished for its violence. It silently gazed upon the old world from a distortion world. So, yeah, it definitely gives off that same energy, like something that was banished, and the Warden's been trying to get back for a very long time, and eventually it's able to escape the portal or go through the portal. And now that the civilization is completely wiped out and empty, the Warden's like, yeah, good job, but now it's time to end you all. So a very dark theory, but I think ultimately what we're seeing is that the Warden doesn't have a very pleasant history. It's not a happy story for this creature. It's dark, mysterious, and more than likely very tragic as well. Lastly, I'm just really curious about the partnership or relationship between the Sculk and the Warden. Let's just pretend like the whole corrupted, evil, big Warden doesn't exist right now, and just imagine it as like a very peaceful type of villager creature, or possibly an iron golem if that helps with the size, if you guys prefer an iron golem. Either way, like a peaceful mob creature, and then one day it accidentally stumbled upon the first of the Sculk family, which I'm just going to compare it to like the Venom symbiote. So it just slowly took it over and corrupted it and molded it to where it can only survive in darkness, but as a result, it gave it superior strength and agility and other abilities. I'm not sure, I could be completely off, but no matter what, I feel like this was designed with the purpose of just discussing and talking and theorizing about Minecraft lore, which is a lot of fun. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I appreciate all the support, and I'll catch you all in the next video. So take care. Peace.